So the question is, why are we still drinking milk? Because the dairy industry does everything they can to make us think we need them. For example, in 2017, Canada's food guide was up for review. And instead of the review allowing more healthy nutritional options being placed on the food guide, this is what happened. In the article, Meat, Milk, Curds, No Way, 2018 references farmer Steenback stating, as much as he would like to see the new food guide be written based on science, it's going to be based on whoever lobbies the hardest. So, what that means is whomever puts in the most money, whomever buys over enough politicians, their food will be placed on the food guide. Now, the food guide is what people will follow when they want to eat healthy. And our population, thanks to knowledge and research and just wanting to live longer, is starting to take more notice of what they consume. So, you imagine that this is going to be quite harmful to any industry that isn't deemed healthy. And that is what the dairy industry was faced with when Canada's food guide was up for review. And that same article quotes a rice bean farmer, Donnelly Vanderloo, saying that the objective of the food guide is supposed to be promoting healthy eating, not good business. Unfortunately, whoever pays politicians the most gets to control public knowledge of what is actually healthy for human consumption. And this is very unfortunate because it's just another way that the population is manipulated into constantly buying things that aren't necessarily needed or healthy for us. So, we are, of course, also influenced to consume dairy by the ads that we see. Remember the Got Milk slogans? Yeah, pay attention to that. So, the psychonutritional relationship in TV commercials 2017 states, we conclude that among young adolescents, viewing advertisements on TV or the internet can be induced into buying unhealthy food with direct influence on daily food choices. So, think of the Got Milk ads. You remember probably seeing Olympic gold medalists within the Got Milk commercials, or those commercials where you saw people looking for a cold ice glass of milk after they've eaten a big piece of chocolate cake, or even Oreo constantly stating that it's milk's favorite cookie, or even those iconic celebrity milk mustaches. I mean, who didn't have one of those milk mustaches? You basically weren't a celeb if you didn't have those milk mustache pictures. Now, you would think that with all of that marketing, it started to make it seem like it was cool to drink dairy. But thankfully, people are starting to become more informed, and there seems to be hope. Harvard removes milk from healthy eating plate 2017 states that healthy eating plate was designed to address the deficiencies in the USDA My Plate and recommends only 1 to 2 servings of dairy consumption a day. Currently, the USDA recommends a hefty 3 cups of dairy for a man and a woman. Now, I don't know about you, but my stomach churns thinking of the thought of consuming 3 cups of dairy a day. It's just not possible. And for most people, we can't even comfortably consume dairy. A lot of people don't have the lactase enzyme that breaks dairy down. We normally lose that enzyme as we grow older, usually past toddler years, because we're not meant to consume milk after a certain age. We keep that lactase enzyme long enough for us to gain nutrients from our mother's milk because that's the only milk we're supposed to be drinking. Now, now that we are more aware of some of the effects of the dairy on the world, let's discuss some helpful alternatives. Now, it's not going to be completely easy swapping out dairy all of a sudden. You're going to need to take baby steps in removing that from your diet, especially if it's been a traditional part of your diet for many, many years. Now, there are some great dairy alternatives, and vegan dairy products and cheeses, and they are usually based with hemp, coconut, almond, cashew, or soy milk. Now, if you have a nut allergy like I do, you may want to step away from the nut-based milks and kind of maybe even get an allergy test to see what else you're allergic to. Currently, I'm drinking coconut milk because almond milk just gives me an allergic reaction and I can no longer comfortably consume almonds, unfortunately. And soy is a bit of a controversy on its own, so if you have to go with soy, I strongly recommend going with organic soy because it would just be a better alternative. Now, if you want to limit your beef consumption as well, there are many great veggie burger recipes. I really love a good black bean, sweet potato based veggie burger. If that's not more your type, or you don't want to make your own veggie burgers at home, or if you want something more of a meat based, the Impossible and Beyond burger is made to bleed and cook like meat. However, it is a new product and long-term consumption effects aren't yet available. It hasn't been researched yet. The last time I heard, the FDA hadn't even deemed it to be healthy, but honestly, after researching this, we can't really trust the USDA or the FDA on what they deem is healthy or not. So I constantly was stressed to do your own research when looking for healthier ways to consume your favorite foods. Now, I hope that everyone is inspired to go out and try dairy alternatives and give them a chance. I, in fact, challenge you to try it just once and just see how much you like it. You can still enjoy your cereals, you can still enjoy your milk and cookies, but try an almond milk or a coconut milk. It's just as tasty, and it doesn't give you that after heavy, sickening feeling of drinking milk, especially if you are lactose intolerant, like most of us are. And you might even be surprised at just how much you would enjoy some of these alternatives. I definitely was. So we discussed why dairy products aren't good for the entire planet. Then we also described how dairy uses lobbying to stay relevant. And then finally we talked about some different dairy and meat alternatives. I once again hope to inspire you to just try a different dairy alternative for maybe a month and see how much you like it. If you want to learn more on this topic, I would recommend the books Cowed by Dennis Hayes and Milk Money by Kurt Kardashian. I found them in my school's library at Sacramento City College. However, you can look on Amazon or even just YouTube arguments against the dairy industry. The doctor, I believe his name is Neil Birdson or Benardin. I'm sorry, his name is slipping, but he's definitely a doctor that constantly came up. His first name is Neil. He does a lot of informational speeches on dairy and cheese addiction, and it's just been mind-blowing research after mind-blowing research. And unfortunately for me, I love me some cheese, so I'm definitely going to continue looking for cheese alternatives. And if you have any, I would love for you to comment them below. So I hope that this was informal for you. I hope that you've gained something from this. And if you have any more information or would like to swap research, please comment below. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.